Продължаваме сега. Да, не са бъгна играта, бе.
The priest was Saint Ramon. The building in the ring depicted the town of Saint Ramon. A scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him, the city of Girona. The buildings in the ring represented Girona. The castle gate signified the mountain fortress of Montsegur. If the fresco was to be believed, the town in that ring was at the southern end of the Trail of the Bonzone. But which one? The municipality of Puigcerdà. The municipality of Berga.
Предния път не можехме вече. Айде де. Аха. Пианото
I
свирна.
wasn't sure that I had all the information I needed to pinpoint the
А, не,
important
то не е.
locations.
Не.
4 clues, 4 locations. I just needed to pinpoint the location they referred to.
Тук.
The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur to Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Girona. It was signed Wolfram. The Tabula Veritatis. I have confirmed this. It was signed Wolfram.
Yeah.
Do you think there are any more clues in the telegram?
No, I think you got everything.
Пеланче, добре дошъл и благодаря ти много за съба. Жив и здрав. Така е. Вкара страшен гол. За Паук. Видя ли Иван Йорданов къв гол вкара за Лудогорец?
Nico.
Georges?
The telegram indicated that there was an inquisitor called Emmerich from the city of Girona.
It sounds like they were terrible times.
Асистенция, гол и жълт картон. Какво по-добре от това? Аз на времето помня този. Който иде да играе в ПСВ Манолев. Дебютният му матч За Европа беше тук срещу... В Бургас играха. Може и срещу морето да е било, не знам. Може и срещу нещо друго. Но както и да е, на нефтохимик на стадиона. Май, както и да е, Бургас и червен картон. И червен картон за манолката. Разрева се човек, ама това е. Бях на него матч, на живо. Довиждане!
It was a nice hat, but it wouldn't fit me. It was a nice hat, but I didn't want the smelly oilcloth. I had no desire to take the old boots.
Bookcase.
The books were covered in cobwebs. They hadn't been touched for a long time. Torn books, none of it looked of any value. I didn't want to disturb.
Okay. О, 10-7. Айде. Изчезваше на Брага. Я. Не Брага, ами какво беше? Някакъв бък ли е това?
4 clues, 4 locations. I just needed to pinpoint the location they referred to.
Берга.
The municipality of Berga. The municipality of Vik. The location didn't sound familiar. I decided to... The municipality of Berga. I decided to put the pin... The municipality of Berga.
Знам, по-рано мислех, че понеже не можех да го сложа,
I
има
wasn't sure
нещо,
that I...
ама... Еми нямахме, ама откъде да взема следите?
The suit of armor...
Ема къде е този хинт, Карбо? Майката ще на игра. Я те взема чао. И ще сипя в него в ром. Да. Точно така, Карбо, аз съм на същото мнение, обаче... Сложих си ромче в чайчето. Добре, ама... Как да го взема този хинт, бе, мама му да е? Или съм го взел и нещо не се тригърва? А? Защото не казва, че не го знае. Хинтовете се вземат от тук. В смисъл, то не от някъде другаде.
A scarred face stared back at me from within the
Или
Ouroboros.
не съм говорил с някой за нещо ли? Бък ли е някакъв това?
It was a castle of saints, Castel de Saints, in Catalonia. It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned.
Мамкема! Не, проблема е, ако е някакъв бък, ще да върнем 2 часа назад.
The buildings in the ring represent... The building in the ring depict... If the fresco was to be believed, the town in that ring was at the southern end of the Trail of the Bonzone. But which one? The castle gates... The green... The blue statue. A third one resembling the ornaments in the family photograph. Why didn't Marquez want... The second passage read, "And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue and that the light of life is green. For thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure." Knowledge is blue and life is green. Well,
Да.
that was good to know. I wondered what color was the light of man. The third passage read, "Pure white, pure light, so it was written, affirmed by the..." And these were the... Interesting. There was more about light, and Simeon would have known what...
Да са нещо.
The first passage read, "And thus spoke the accused. In this ritual we... clad in blue, the... and looked towards the right. Clad in...
Ние сме го
The
чели
third
това.
passage read,
Не. Стига
White
си чел. Стига си чел.
"So it was written, affirmed." And these... Interesting. There was more about... Simeon would...
Добре.
So the statues on the fireplace mirrored... or
Да.
someone who had it explained in an old Vatican manuscript taken from a dead priest. The note was written in Latin from the vice prefect of the Vatican archive. It said that the attached scan contained the only information the Vatican had on the Tabula Veritatis.
Добре.
Eva,
Yes?
any idea?
No.
What about the clues in La Maledicción?
Religious claptrap at best. Most likely some kind of con trick.
Do you think there are any more
No,
thoughts?
they're just
Any more thoughts on the?
they're just
I took the side mirror.
I must.
Do you know anything?
No.
This is your family, right?
Looks like.
Any thoughts on the?
Not really.
Is there anything else you can tell?
No.
Не, човек, няма какво.
Any more ideas about the locations?
There must be clues somewhere. What else do we know?
There have to be more clues somewhere, but where?
Окей, where?
So I wonder if this coat of arms is relevant.
If it's marked on the fresco you saw, then it must be.
Hey, Nico.
Yes, George?
Any ideas, Nico?
Maybe we should try and work out which places on the map La Maledicción refers to.
Hey, Nico.
Yes, George?
Any ideas, Nico?
Maybe we should try and work out which places on the map La Maledicción refers to.
Браво, Нико.
It was a circular stained glass window. I had no reason to go back out. The old man was fast asleep. I didn't want to disturb him. The scroll beneath the shield read Puicharda. The scroll below the shield read Girona. The scroll under the shield read El Pont de Suert. The scroll below the shield read Trent.
Yeah.
The grate barred the way back up to the chapel. The bookcase was filled with old books written in Catalan. They weren't going to help me. That would be point. An empty crate of fine. The scroll below the scroll beneath the shield read Figueres. The scroll under the shield read Olot. The coat of arms was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco.
Какво?
It read Berga.
И?
The coat of arms was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco.
Няма да го
It read
цъкна.
Berga.
Оф.
So, the coat of arms on the fresco
О,
Then it
добре.
must be important.
Нищо няма да кажа.
The locations had formed an odd cross shape, similar to the layout of the orbs depicted on the painting. This is the center point of the cross, so the tabula must be here. Montserrat. It has to be Montserrat. The question is, what's Montserrat?
It's a monastery in the mountains, quite a tourist spot. But there's something else. I think it used to be a Gnostic refuge, hundreds of years ago.
Bravo, my friend.
Dot
Skate?
Вала Нянко.
No, Langham.
No. It's Genon, isn't it?
Very good, Miss Collard. So, what happened to the real Langham?
He went for a long swim in the Seine. Now, I was expecting to have to rip this place apart and retrace my grandfather's steps, but I do believe you have saved me quite a lot of work. The tabula is at Montserrat. Who would have thought it? The old man will be coming with me.
No, please, take me instead. He doesn't know anything.
And you do? I think not.
But he is old.
Eva, hold your peace, child.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I will. Man is weak.
Драма.
Servile, controlled. He must be freed from all constraints, free to fulfill his desires.
And you plan to raise the devil to achieve that?
Not the devil. Lucifer. Now, if you don't mind, we have a long journey ahead of us. Come on. They can rot in there.
We have to get out of here now. I assume that lunatic is as dangerous as he looks.
I'm afraid so, Eva. I think he's killed before.
You know, Nico, we were chasing Medovsky, but all along, we were really up against Ganon's grandson. Look, daylight.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a false door, Nico.
So that's why Marquez's father tried to escape through here. He didn't have time to open the false door.
Aha!
Great work, George. Come on, Eva, let's go.
We need to rescue your father and stop Langham before he gets the tabula. Eva, I think you better stay here.
Are you kidding? You'll need me, especially if there's a fight.
Eva, it'll be very dangerous.
Signora, you do not understand. It is my duty.
Okay. We'd better check up on Ramon first.
Sure. Then we will go and kick some ass.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
A few hours later.
Montserrat was way up in the mountains, a major tourist destination. But we went there as tourists. We had an old man to rescue and an ancient tablet to find. And standing in our way was a cold-blooded killer. Why would the tabula be hidden up here of all places?
For hundreds of years, the mountain has been kind of a sanctuary. There's an old Benedictine monastery up the hill.
Well, I guess that's where we need to start looking.
Wow, it's empty. Where is everyone?
This place is normally full of tourists.
I don't like the look of this one bit.
At least it's not monks with guns.
Don't even go there, Nico. Time to bring out the dumb tourist.
It's a role you were born to play, George.
Така, добре.
No way those guys are normal guards.
They're carrying guns.
I know. There's something strange going on. I think this is Langham's work.
We need to be careful.
Nice lamppost. Looking at that fence, I'd guess
Yeah.
they had dog issues around here.
Ajde da govorim s jedinjena batka.
Howdy, fella.
Sorry, pal. Monastery's closed. Till further notice.
Oh, gee, well, ain't that just my luck?
Yeah, ain't it?
And my two pretty sisters here are so looking forward to seeing the monastery.
Life's full of disappointments.
Sure seems that way. And the monastery's definitely up there, huh?
It is, but it'll still be there tomorrow.
Oh, we fly back to Austin tonight.
Well, isn't that a shame?
So why's the place closed?
VIP visitors.
Wow, that's exciting. Which VIPs?
A foreign prince.
The Prince of where?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow!
So we can't let normal folk in.
Oh, of course not. No, not if the Prince of where is there. We're moving away from the monastery.
Yes, but with those goons in the way, we have to find a different approach.
Maybe there's some other way around via the cable car station?
Or at least someone in there can tell us what's going on. Someone's coming out. Quick, we need to hide. I think it's Langholm.
Block everything off. Lock the whole place down, understand? The tabula's got to be up in the monastery. I'm sure of it. Come on. Yes, boss.
Ajde, part.
Close all the routes up to the monastery, and then make the old man talk. Yes, boss. This time, don't be so gentle with him.
Did you
Teraz
hear
treba
that?
ubijem
They
njih.
haven't found it yet, but Senor Marquez must be in a bad way.
Listen, I have to follow those bastardos. I might be able to slip
Bastardos.
through on my own.
Sure. We'll see if we can find another way up. You think she'll be okay?
Eva
Не
can
се е
handle
взела
herself.
пушката, ама може да я държи в джоба си. Така. Нека да
Where do you
говорим
think we
с
should go?
колегата.
I think we might get some answers inside the cable car station.
Добре, хайде вътре. That's what she said.
It was locked. There was a keypad, but I didn't know the code.
Я видим, тя ще измисли нещо. Окей, измисли да застане. Не е тук така. А, чакай, е тук така.
Nope, I need... The building looked very new. It must have been modernized recently.
Langholm's somewhere up there, and we don't want... We should stay down here for the...
Било тук. Айде, бе, жалка. Тук нещо.
Glass canopies sparkled in the sun. Would have been a pain to clean those.
Да, така. Цък, 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 цък. Опа. Я да видим. О, има и кебъл кар. За много яко.
The cable car hung midway across the valley. It wasn't moving.
Wasn't moving.
The cable car hung midway across the valley.
Добре.
Where do you think we should go?
I think we might get some.
Да,
But the
това е
door's
ясно.
locked.
Then we'd better find a way to unlock it.
Вау.
My God! Nico!
What is it?
This telescope! It's free!
Вау. Аха.
It was the other station for the cable cars. It was the other station for the cable.
А.
There were a couple of people stuck in the cable car. They looked kind of familiar. Then I realized it was my old friends Dwayne and Pearl Henderson. The Hendersons had an uncanny way of showing up wherever I went. They didn't know I'd seen them. I needed to give them a signal. I signaled them back. I wasn't sure they'd seen it. Pearl was mouthing something and gesturing. Pearl seemed to be writing something on the window. It said, "Help, stuck. Door code 0797. I wondered how Pearl came to know that. I idly wondered whether there was more to find by looking at the scenery. Pearl had given me the code to the station.
Нямам представа как да спра да...
There was a small chapel perched on the edge of the cliff. There was a small chapel perched. There was a small. Wait, what's that? That rock looks familiar. Nico, take a look at this and tell me what you see.
You're right. That rock looks like a head.
Looks like a head.
I've seen that shape before. Take a look at this.
Та на картината.
The face in the Ouroboros. It's exactly the same shape as that rock.
That can't be a coincidence.
And you know what? Langham's got the forged picture, the one without the face.
So the rock won't have meant anything to him.
Nico, I don't think the tabula's up at the monastery. I think it's down there somewhere, around that rock.
Добре.
Come on, Nico. Pearl's giving me the code to the door.
What? Pearl? Who? How?
Trust me, Nico. I've got friends in low-hanging places.
Whoa.
Huh. There's no one here.
Looks like everything has been shut down.
Окей. Там все пак има някой.
A metal lunchbox. Someone sure wanted to keep their cheese safe.
Hey, is anybody there?
Whoa! Did you hear that?
Да.
Stuck in here. Help!
Help.
How about that, Nico? A talking lunchbox. Huh. What will they think of next? I better take it with me.
Точно.
A talking lunchbox. Locked. With no key, I was gonna have to find a way to break into it.
Окей.
The lock was too well made to be picked.
Fuck.
It didn't work. Not a snow.
Fuck.
Can you get this open?
No, sorry, I don't think a press card and a mop. Maybe there's something in this station we can use.
Окей.
There was no lock, but the door wouldn't open.
Go away!
Hello?
George? There's someone in there.
Are you all right in there?
Just go away!
Има някого.
Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Looked like a small clock. Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Добре.
The cable cars were scheduled to run all day. The huge cogs were part of the cable car mechanism. They looked very powerful. The wheels were part of the cable car mechanism. The cables were suspended in a huge contraption that ran the cable cars up and down.
Yeah.
The control panel looked complicated. It wasn't powered up. And the smell of burnt electrical components hung ominously in the air.
Нещо изгоряло. Я. Дръпни ръчката. Дръпни. Натък. Бро.
The cogs turned, but the rest of the mechanism didn't seem to be engaging.
Няма да се преци. Я. Yeah.
The control panel looked complicated. It wasn't powered up. The control panel it wasn't powered.
Няма човек. Какво? Айде отиваме да го power-upнем.
The console circuitry looked pretty complex and dangerous. The console circuit.
Все пак. Yeah.
Without some expert advice, I was likely to.
Що е? Yeah.
Without some.
Някой му.
My phone had no.
Пак ще го дръпна. Ще да дръпна, ако ме интересува. Окей, пак ще дръпна. Айде, отива да дърпаш. Yeah. Абе, не бе.
The console circuitry looked pretty complex and dangerous.
Не исках. Отивай. Защо не мога от тази страна да я дръпнеш? Изпира. Добре, а нещо мога да я кажа,
How do we
Нико?
persuade her to come out?
We need to make friends with her.
Айде. Айде, ела. Make friends with
Wait, please.
I'm staying right.
Нещо трябва да й дам ли? Я те
The wheels were part of the cable car mechanism.
Добре, нещо трябва да й дам ли? Я, lunchbox.
That wasn't...
Цветя.
Flower delivery for Ms. Closet. She wasn't falling for it.
Скандал. Мога ли да й дам Тревор?
Sharing pets back at school always made me friends. Come on, Trevor, do your stuff.
Я. Ще е скандално, про.
I guess she's not into pets. It's all right, Trevor. There's nothing wrong with you.
Щеше да е скандално, ако това наистина щеше да е скандално.
I'm staying.
I needed a better... That was all... Nope.
Искаш ли бисквита?
You must be hungry in there. Would you like a cookie?
Ще е скандал.
No, go away.
Нали. Я.
There was no lock to...
Искаш ли
That
парфюм?
wouldn't make any... If it was a kitten...
Мяу, 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 мяу.
That was...
Когда...
That was all... That would be point...
Мога ли да се замина от тук?
With Langham and his thugs out there. Besides, I was convinced...
Така. Окей. Нико.
How can we get this console to work?
I think that girl is the answer. I want to know what's in the box.
Как да го свалям? Представяш ли си?
Without some... The box was now wedged in the cogs, or rather, the giant can opener.
G to the G.
That's quite a mess you've made there, George.
Е недоволна. Никлето.
You know what they say about making omelets, Nico?
You can't make them without strawberry jam?
Strawberry jam was smeared all over the machinery. Just as I thought, it's a two-way radio.
Can anyone hear me?
Dwayne, this is George. George Stobart.
Holy cow, George, just the fella I need. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Dwayne. And don't you worry, I'll have you out of there in a minute.
You reckon you can get the cable car running again?
No, the console isn't working properly. I've got no idea why not.
George, this is Pearl. Get Kat to help you. She knows everything about that place.
Kat? Is she the girl in the closet?
Has she locked herself in? Oh, dear. Let me talk to her, darling.
Cat, I found you a friendly voice.
How do you know my name?
Cat dear, it's me, Pearl.
Pearl? How did you get here? That's not possible.
Listen, darling, it really is me, but I'm talking on the radio. George here is a very decent guy, and you should open the door.
I'm not going to fall for that. Prove it's you.
All right. Remember we discovered we both love musicals?
Yeah? And my favourite one is?
How does it go now? Help out. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical.
From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very good in integral and differential calculus.
I know the scientific names of beings and homunculus.
In short, in matters, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
Rise in Morden Solos. Now.
Alright, only Pearl would know that, and I trust her. Who are you?
I'm George, and this is Nico. How did you end up in a closet?
There were some guys with guns. They took over the whole station. I hid in here.
We're trying to avoid them too.
I was quite surprised, you know. They never mentioned guns at the job interview.
Really? We need to use the cable car. Can you operate it?
Yeah, if the console was working, but they sabotaged it.
And there's no way to get it started?
There might be. Let me see. See that burned out fuse down there?
In the back by the prongs?
Yeah. The idiots stuck a spanner in there and blew the fuse. They wanted to make sure no one could use the cable cars. Connect those two prongs somehow, and the console should restart.
How on earth are we going to reach that?
I don't know. But don't stick your arm in there. You'll get fried.
Okay. Yeah.
I decided to get in closer. That was never going to work. The paperclip would do the trick connecting the two prongs. But I didn't want to just throw it in there. I might miss.
Nie. Nie.
It didn't work.
Huh?
Never in a month of Sundays.
Huh?
That would be pointless.
Мамечка-то тебе.
Not a snowball. They didn't go to...
Как бе? Я ти го занеси, бе, човек. Я ти го
The thought of
занеси.
Trevor armed with a paperclip intrigued me, but I had no way to attach it to him.
Как бе, човек? Дезодоранта.
Never in a month. I fed Trevor a... Never in a... That... They didn't go... Not a snowball. They did... The thought of Trevor armed with a paper... But I had no... They didn't go together.
Добре, някак се...
I needed to avoid touching any.
Има ли нещо вътре интересно? Джема.
Nothing of interest in there.
Хей, здрасти, Покер Академи БГ, добре дошъл и добра вечер и честит празник. Да, това е Point and Click Broken Sword 5. Играта мисля, че от 2013 година. Поредицата е от 96-та започва с Broken Sword 1. Тук сме играли 1 и 2. Сега играем 5. И още взето едно сребърно. На здраве. На здраве сега. Така де цъкаме петата част. Чакай, тук е така.
If I dipped Trevor directly in the jam, his feet would stick together. I had a feeling I needed him fully mobile.
Добре. Значи това.
Well, I'd done stranger things in my life. The paperclip was now all sticky.
Айде, Треворе. Опа.
I stuck the paperclip to Trevor's back. I bet he could work in an office now.
Добре, нашия приятел Тревор хлебарката. Че какво лошо е?
Trevor could help, but I couldn't just throw him in there. I set him down at the edge where it was safe.
Бисквитка. Бисквитка. Айде.
Go, Trevor, go!
Така. И сега Тревор тук ще остане за винаги, май.
Poor Trevor looked like he needed therapy, but the console was working.
Той се връща при нас директно, Хе-хе! Чудесно.
The console, it's working.
Да.
Cool. I can send you down there if you want. Let me just bring the cable car up here.
Pearl and Dwayne are going to be mighty relieved.
Oh, they must have been going down in the other cable car.
Come on, Nico. There's no time to lose. As we got closer to the face in the rock, I knew for sure that we were on the right track. It was definitely the same as the face in the painting, but with one difference. The symbol of the tabula was missing from the rock formation. Well, here we are.
But no way to reach the face. Let's have a look around. There must be a way up. There had to be a way to get to that rock face. George, the chapel looks like it's been built right into the rock.
You're right. We should take a look inside.
Okay.
I wonder, how old do you think the chapel is?
I'm guessing the exterior's a couple of 100 years old, but the inside, who knows? Some parts could be much older.
You think somehow this chapel might be connected to the face in the rock?
At a guess, I would say so. Hey, look, it's Pearl and Dwayne.
Come on, honey bun. Things ain't that bad.
You just don't understand. Today's been a disaster.
But
the monastery was closed. We got stuck in the cable car, and now this place is a building site.
Aw, sweetie pie.
This was supposed to be the spiritual highlight of our trip, Dwayne. But the only spirit I see is that rotten turpentine over there.
Aw, heck.
Clearly, the Hendersons weren't having a great vacation. Wood shavings. This was one building site that needed Mr. Tidy. They smelt exotic.
Malzeme.
My mother always said cleanliness is next to godliness.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
It was a handful of aromatic.
Yeah.
It was a stone carving showing a kneeling figure. It was an old crank handle. The crank handle was connected to the candelabra. It was a crank handle.
Защо не можем?
An old candelabra hung from the ceiling. A statue of the Madonna and Child watched over the chapel.
Yeah.
There was a recess in the wall with a Latin word carved above it. Puritas, purity. I'd seen that word before somewhere. An empty, coffee-stained mug had been left by the altar.
Ще разгледаме тук това ще е за днес, защото вече доста не се спи. Въпреки че съм се
A
издържал
modern
цял
plaster
ден.
altar had been built against the rock.
Старост, неравност.
It was an empty. It was a recess in.
Много ми се спи. Я. И как?
Not a snowball's chance.
Я. Можем. И какво?
I sprayed the shavings with Brett.
Защо?
Delightful. Potpourri, handmade. Grandma's favorite.
Какво? И сега мога да ги запаля. Добре, просто ми е интересно да го поставя. Я? И последно, сега ако стане нещо честно. Стана нещо. Мамечката, бе.
I added the flowers to the mix.
И това какво е?
Potpourri.
Какво е това, по дяволите?
This potpourri packed a powerful punch.
Не знам какво е това. Стана на мега шано. Просто пълна случайност.
A fire extinguisher. With all these lighted candles, seemed like a sensible precaution.
Просто реших и така, каквото ми показва, че мога да го смеся.
A paint can was hanging from a piece of wood. It looked just like its neighbor. A paint can hung from the scaffolding. It looked just like its neighbor.
Така.
It looked like a huge cheese grater. I
Вземи.
had absolutely no idea what possible use it could have.
Аре, човек. Много големи блокове кашкавал.
A battered oil drum had been tucked into the scaffolding.
Ще можем... Я се кача горе.
The scaffolding was a little loose.
Айде сега.
Everything
Я
rattled.
пак.
It made
Я пак,
the
пак.
scaffolding was a little loose. Everything rattled.
Нико? Там май има още.
What should we do next?
Така.
Why not find out what the Hendersons are up to?
Добре. Да, айде да говорим с тях и така. Тук можем да излезем добре. Айде да видим какво става.
Great to see you again, Mr. Henderson.
Great to see you too, George. Great work back there with the cable car.
Is Pearl okay?
I wish. I'm afraid we're having one of those days where everything goes wrong.
Tell me about it. What have you been up to since we last met in Quaramonte?
Well, there was that little sideshow in Rome, but we can't talk about that. You know why, George.
I do? I do.
Why?
Top secret.
Need to know, Nico. Dwayne is, snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No way, honey. A snoozer's at least 2 pay grades up from a sleeper. So I hear. Anyway, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Miss,
Nicole Collar. Call me Nico.
Well, how's about that? So this is the beautiful Nico. No wonder you've been hiding her away from me, Georgie boy.
Gosh, no,
It's lovely to finally meet you too, Mr. Henderson. George has told me so much about you.
Oh, call me Dwayne, my dear. And let me assure you of one thing. Everything you've heard is quite possibly true.
Dwayne was loud, large, and short-sighted, but boy was he a charmer. Is there anything we can do for Pearl?
I sure as hell hope so, George. She's been planning and researching this trip for years, our little pilgrimage. And Santa Cova Chapel here was the cherry on the cake. Not a thing she don't know about this place. Madonna, blah, blah, blah. Chapel built it, yada, yada, yada. She's Santa Cova's very own walking encyclopedia. Well, weeping encyclopedia, I should say.
So what brings you to Santa Cova?
Pearl's idea from the get-go. Ever since the unfortunate car accident back home, she's been scouring those pilgrimage brochures. Gotta be full of wonder and life-changing imagery. Got to have penance potential. Got to offer a real spiritual experience.
Well, I'm sure this place will be very spiritual once it's finished.
If the chapel is not what she expected, how about the monastery?
Hot dog, no. That place is for tourists, not pilgrims.
You said she expected a spiritual experience?
Well, that's what the brochure promised. Pilgrimages, little monk fellas, singing, shafts of light, the whole shebang.
Smells, bells, and heavenly lights.
Yeah, that's what the lady wanted. Oh, excuse me, Pearl needs me. There, dear.
Pearl could be a mine of information about the chapel.
Голяма
if we could
драма
just cheer
е.
her up.
Хайде, може да говорим с нея.
Pearl,
Shh, she doesn't want to be disturbed.
hi, Dwayne.
Hey, George.
Okay.
How you holding up?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. Pearl, on the other hand.
How's Pearl doing?
She's pretty upset, George.
Well, maybe she just needs a hug.
Is that the best you got? The last time she was in a mood like this, I tried the old hug routine.
Didn't go well?
I still have the scars, not just the mental ones.
What can you tell me about Santa Cova?
Well, Pearl's the expert, not me. She knows everything there is to know about this chapel.
Did you see the Black Madonna?
Oh, you betcha. She's the little lady we came to see, though Pearl's in too much of a state to even look at her.
Hey, that tune you were whistling earlier, it sounded familiar.
Oh, it's Schubert's Ave Maria. In our courting days, me and Pearl used to hang out with the Campanology Society. It was Pearl's favorite.
He wouldn't. I was. Good thing we had the radio.
In my line of work, I'm always prepared.
For what?
Well, thieves. I gotta protect my lunchbox somehow, George.
I made some potpourri for your wife.
Well, that's awfully kind of you, George. But my woman isn't so fragile that she would need smelling salts.
I didn't think he... He probably... He wouldn't... He probably would...
Da, are.
Oh, excuse me. Pearl needs me.
Alo, konia.
There, dear.
Opa. Haydi.
The view over the valley was spectacular.
Bu box. Ya.
It was a hammer with a long, thin head, usually used with a chisel to carve stone.
Mordo doar traffic cone.
It produced a dull sound when I rapped my knuckle against it.
Huh? Mordo budar. Yeah.
It wasn't exactly a note, but using the hammer was a great idea.
Ah. Haydi.
Wrong.
Wrong. What? Huh?
B, if I wasn't mistaken.
What are you up to?
Look, I made a Churchenspiel.
Ja.
That sounded like an A. 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 That didn't sound right. B. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have worked. An old candelabra hung... That was never gonna happen.
Я.
That would
Така.
that wouldn't work.
Ей. Ей. Ами, севаме. И за днеска обявяваме край. Това от мене, че много ми се спи. Лекичка на всички. И приятна почивка, приятен уикенд. Най-вероятно още утре ще стримнем през деня. Ще доизиграем Broken Sword-чето.